When SHTF hits these markets, the people that watched this video will say I was right, while the 99% who didn't watch this video will wish that they did. It's Thursday, April 11th, 2019. Markets very flat today. Dow Jones was down about 14 points. And for the entire week, the markets have been very stagnant. And although they've been stagnant, we are still at near all-time highs. I want to discuss with you today why it is so important that you do not become complacent, because there are dangers lurking in this economy. Literally on a daily basis, I have friends calling me saying, JB, you need to be buying this stock or that stock. JB, you need to be buying cryptos. You need this crypto, that crypto, that crypto, and that crypto. And some of these people are doing very, very well. But these are the people that I worry about the most, because these people are going to be in the biggest trouble. They're blinded by what is propping up these markets. And we're not even just talking about people in the markets. I know people, and you know people, who have good jobs, and they might have a good sales job, and they're making money, and the economy has not affected them. And in fact, they're doing better than ever, enjoying life, not a care in the world. Again, these are the most unprepared people. These are the people that I really, really worry about. I see uncertainty in the global markets. I see uncertainty here in America. And uncertainty is what has awoken me. It has woken me up, uncertainty. And it's made me open my eyes while so many people choose to be blinded. I see that there are two types of people in the world. There are people that are the masses, and then you have the people who are awoke. The masses want it all right now. They don't want to talk about scary things. They don't want to make sacrifices for something they don't see coming. They're slaves to the system. They're dependent on the system. And these are the most complacent people you and I know. They have no idea that we're getting very close to the time where we are going to have to pay the piper. And these are the most unprepared people in the world. Yet, a lot of these people are making money. They're successful. They have good careers. They're in the markets doing well. They have good jobs. Yet, they are solely dependent on this propped up system, these propped up markets. And these people are going to suffer severely because they are so unprepared. I've discussed this many times. You know people just like this. I know people just like this. People who buy cars to impress people they don't even know. They buy cars, lease cars to impress friends. They buy houses bigger than they can afford to impress friends, family members, people they don't know. They're living way over their heads to impress people that don't even care. We're coming to a point where I believe people are going to stop worrying about what kind of car they're driving. They're going to stop worrying about what kind of watch they're wearing. And they're going to start worrying about where their next meal's coming from. They're going to start worrying about how they're going to feed their kids. They're going to start worrying about how they're going to protect their family. This is the world that you and I are about to enter. As most of you already know, these markets are rigged. They're highly manipulated. They know that they cannot continue the show much longer. America is going to be faced with dealing with a Great Depression. Now's not the time to be getting caught up in a fancy lifestyle. Things are changing, and they're going to be changing even faster here. We're living like right now at a point that seems like the 1920s. And if you don't know what it was like in the 1920s, go back in your history books and read about the 1920s and read about what follows the 1920s. We could say 1920s, we could say it's 2007, but there is a lot of truth that this does look and feel a lot like the Roaring 20s. Make sure you have a trade. Make sure you're good at something because you may not be showing up one day to your office, you may not be sitting in your cubicle, you may have to find another source of income. You may have to know how to do something, because that job you've had for the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, it may not be there for you tomorrow. And the way you're going to survive is by knowing how to do something. So have a trade, be good at something, because as we saw during the Great Depression, many people lost their jobs, but they were able to get by doing other things. But if you're good at something, you're always going to be able to find a way to survive and make money if you're good at something. There are people who have made a lot of money in these markets. Again, as I said earlier, my friends calling me daily. I should be buying these stocks. I should be buying into these cryptos. And for me, precious metals and cash is where I'm at. Precious metals and cash allows me to sleep at night. When this whole house of cards comes tumbling down, when this thing blows up, when these markets blow up, and they will, all these people who call me to buy stocks, to call me to buy cryptos, they're going to be worth zero, or they're going to be worth -0, because they're going to be wiped out. Because these markets are rigged, and they don't understand that, and they don't care as long as they're making money. But at the end of the day, I know that these markets are rigged, and I know how this is all going to end. Assets are going to get destroyed. These cryptos, stocks, if you're sitting on cash and precious metals, which is real money, you're going to have buying power. You're going to come into these markets, you're going to buy these assets at 10, 20, 30 cents on the dollar. So that's why I say be putting cash away. Don't be gambling at this poker table called Wall Street and the stock market. Be putting cash away, be putting precious metals away, because the two assets that will skyrocket are going to be gold and silver. And I believe your cash will at least have buying power for a while, but it's going to have more buying power than it does right now when you're buying these assets like cryptos and stocks, real estate and land at 10, 20, 30 cents on the dollar. Just imagine the buying power gold and silver will have. It will be extraordinary. But again, I'm not gambling in rigged markets. I truly believe the people that are going to be the people that lose. They're going to be the people worth zero. The people who are making the sacrifices and not taking advantage of the rigged market right now, we will take advantage of it with cash and with precious metals when it's selling for 10 to 30 cents on the dollar. Remember, there is something to say about being able to sleep at night. Keep stacking precious metals. Keep putting cash away. The smart money is waiting on the sidelines. When reality comes to these markets, this will be the time to pounce. God bless you guys. Talk to you very soon.